Don't say I don't try. This is my sixth attempt to record a video, the only successful one so far, which I've been able to record successfully and export onto my desktop has been one of Mickey Mouse, but this doesn't seem to work. So let's have another try. I'm just wanting to debunk this idea that China's carbon emissions are falling while Trump points the US in the opposite direction. Whatever you say about Trump, it's not true about China. This is all bullshit. That's from 2 years ago. And they're saying here, now just keep this in your mind, China CO2 emissions may have peaked in 2014. So what are they saying now? China's greenhouse gas emissions soar 53% in a decade, data shows. The figure for 2014 was 12.3 billion tonnes, according to carbon inventory submitted to the United Nations. And when they were saying in 2014 was going to be the peak, now they're hoping that they'll bring it to its peak by around 2030. So that's the reality. Read the article and just have a look at these figures. I mean, this is the proof of the pudding. Any day of the year you can go in and see how much emissions are spewing out of India and China are the main sources. That's for methane, and this is a global comparison of total column. Slightly different for surface level methane, which is very interesting. I mean, look at this in Northern Europe and Russia. And then the other thing is carbon dioxide, up to 418 parts per million. So the figures that we all look at and we're horrified by are the figures over Hawaii, 413 parts per million, but here in China and India, it's 418 parts per million and beyond. So let's just see if this has worked. This is Seymour Rocks reporting from down under.